Blessings, beautiful friends. Today we're going to do a Kundalini Yoga inspired session. So we're going to spend a little bit of time sitting. So if you struggle sitting in any kind of cross-leg position, then use a chair, or as always, you can use blocks or bricks underneath your knees. You can try coming into Ardha Siddhasana position. So this Kundalini inspired practice is aimed at bringing us back into a state of balance. Because I don't know about you, but everything has just seemed just way off balance. It has for a while, I must admit, but the last few days, especially, as the things happening around the world, I have felt really just as if the whole earth, my whole world is just tilted, and I just feel really kind of unsettled and out of balance. So this practice is aimed at really bringing us back into our center, back into the present moment, which is the only moment that truly exists. And that's really challenging, when there's stuff going on in the world around us. It's so easy to get hooked into it. And the thing is, when that happens and we literally get hooked into it, it sucks our energy, and that's really not good. And it may seem like you're being selfish by trying just to focus on yourself, but one thing I've come to realize is that you can't serve anyone or do any good to anyone if you are in a state of powerlessness, helplessness, hopelessness. So we have to, as I say, put on our own oxygen mask first. We're not getting acupuncture from Miss Lulu. So, follow Alimal's examples. They very much live in the present moment. So this session is designed at bringing us back into a state of balance, remembering that balance is a state of flux as well. It's not one set thing. I was talking to this the other day to my partner who was saying, oh, there's no work-life balance. I said, the thing is, balance is fluid. We have this idea of balance must be right. We have this amount to do this amount to do this amount to do this. Life isn't like that. There'll be some days you're busier doing this and you'll have less of this. And some months you'll be busier, it's fluid. It's an overall picture. So there is no one set, this is balance and it's all equally split. It's an overall picture. Feeling in a state of balance means overall you're able to cope with whatever life throws at you without tipping too far one way or another. Because let's face it, shit happens, okay? Shit happens. That's life, Things happen to us, around us, to the people we care about. The only thing we can control is how we deal with it. And quite often, we turn to drink, to drugs, to food, to shopping, whatever. And that is, and I've done all of those, and that's not the best way. So we're going to use ancient practices to try and help us come back to a state of balance. So find a comfortable place, or a place where you can maintain a nice, tall spine. So use your props, use your blocks, use a chair if needed, and just take a moment, bring your hands into Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger together, palms, fingers extended, palms upwards, shoulders relaxed, head in line with spine, soften or close your eyes, and just take a moment to check in. Notice how you're feeling. And if you are feeling stressed, anxious, out of balance, how does that show up? How does that show up in your body? So is there tension anywhere? Does one side of your body feel out of balance? Does a part of your body feel kind of empty or full, soft or hard, hot or cold? Just really tuning in and noticing how it's all very well saying, oh, I feel X, Y, Z. How does that show up in your body? Where is that stored in your body? So, for example, times when I felt overwhelmed and I can't cope with everything, it shows up in back pain, etc., because that's your support system. So if you feel like you're unsupported or feel like you're overburdened, that can often show up in your back pain or neck issues. If there's something you've been dying to say but feel unable to say it, that will often show up in throat or neck issues. So noticing how you are feeling. So it's not just a case of, oh, my shoulder feels a bit tight. It's a case of, okay, I'm feeling stressed and that is in my shoulder. So just simply noticing all this so we can treat ourselves with kindness and compassion. Just taking another deep breath. Let let it go. Another thing, often if you're struggling emotionally, that can show up as digestive issues. You know, we digest our feelings, and, you know, that can show up as bloating or tension. You know, our stomach is in knots, that kind of thing, or you're holding tension in your stomach. That's another reason it's so important to check in, to constantly be having that ongoing conversation. I'm just going to take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose. And you're going to sigh it out through the mouth, making a really kind of like sound. That helps to get us out of that fight, flight, freeze state into a calmer state. So you may feel silly doing it. Doesn't matter, okay? Twice more. Breathe in. And again, inhale. And as silly as it may feel, you'll notice a difference. And you can do that a few more times if you wish. So we're going to start off with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing exercise, because that helps to balance the right and left hemisphere of our brain. So with your left hand, bring your thumb and index finger together again. Palm upwards. Chin stays parallel to the floor, so you don't want to drop the head in. Right hand just in front of you. You're going to use your thumb and your little finger just to block halfway down the nose, just very gently. So you're going to just press into your right side. You can take a deep breath in through the left nostril. And you're going to switch, and you're going to exhale slowly through the right side. And you're going to inhale through the right. Switch and exhale left. You're breathing slowly, completely, breathing all the air out. Feel your tummy pull in towards the spine. When you reach the end of the exhale, relax the belly. Inhale through the left. Imagine filling your body with light, with prana, shakti. Pause, switch, exhale long and slow through the right. Inhale through the right. And long, slow breath in. And really imagine filling your whole body and expanding your skin. The top of the in-breath, switch. And exhale through the left. Slow breath out. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling till you feel like you squeeze the last of the breath out. Pause. Then relax the belly. Begin that in breath. Expanding a little bit more each time. Make sure your chin isn't dropping down. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Get at the top of the in-breath. Switch. Exhale slowly through the right side. And taking your time as if you've got all the time in the world. And inhale right. Switch and exhale left. You're going to continue doing that. As you breathe in, imagine breathing in pure white light. The pure white light energy filling your whole body with that white light. And as you exhale, imagine exhaling all and any negative, toxic, unkind, heavy, draining emotions. As you breathe out, imagine breathing them all out. And again, breathing in white light, pure, brilliant white light energy, filling your whole body as if every single cell is vibrating with white light. As you exhale, imagine the out breath is kind of like a black mist. So you're letting go of anything negative, anything toxic, anything that's weighing you down, and that is coming out like a black mist that is going into the space around you, being transformed, transmuted into that pure white light energy, so that as you breathe in, you're breathing in pure positive energy. So white light in, breathing out that dark gray or black. Could be sludgy, could be heavy, could be just like mist. Breathing that heaviness out, feeling yourself becoming lighter, freer with each breath. So inhaling love and light, remembering that the light, you cannot shine darkness. The light will always win. Even at times it feels like it's, it's losing battle. The light will always win. Exhaling all the darkness out of your body, like thick, tarry smoke, and feel yourself feeling lighter with each breath. Inhaling pure white light. Filling your whole body. Exhaling that dark, heavy, toxic light. And finish off exhaling through the left side. When you've done your last breath, breathe in through both nostrils and visualize that white light filling your whole body with pure positive light. This time we're going to exhale again through the mouth with a sigh, letting go of any of the last heavy, dull, sludgy energy. Let it all out. And inhale, filling your whole body with pure white light energy. Just imagine any last little bit of toxic energy in your body. You're going to breathe it all the way out. Out into the earth. Out into the atmosphere where it's transmuted, transformed. Bringing both hands into Gyan Mudra. Bring your elbows up. You're going to inhale, press the elbows back, open the heart. Exhale, round. Breathing in and out. So a little spine flex. Breathing in and out through the nose. I want you to focus on your heart space. And imagine expanding through your heart space as we warm up into the spine. We're also supercharging all that pure, positive, white light in the body. We're supercharging that. Three, two, one, and release. Stretch your legs out. If you're on a bolster, whatever, come off the bolster. Shake the legs out, just noticing how you're feeling right now. I'm just going to do a nerve stretch, which stretches out the longest nerve in the body. So sitting up nice and tall, flex your feet. If you've got any pulling in your back, then bend your knees a little bit, but keep the feet flexed. The arms are at shoulder height, spread out the fingers, palms facing each other. So you inhale, hinge back, exhale, hinge forward. Now you're not aiming for your feet, you're just hinging forward. We're stretching out the back of the body. Inhale back, exhale forward. Breathing in and out, in and out. So it's a dynamic movement to stretch out the life nerve. You can close your eyes, turn your eye gaze in and up towards the third eye point. And if you wish, you can bring in an inner mantra. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. There's an internal mantra. You're saying it in your own name. Sat Nam. Truth is my name. So again, if you've got really tight hamstrings, have the knees bent. If you can, straighten the legs. If there's no kind of pull, then you can have the legs straight, but keep the feet flexed. Shoulders relax, arms stay at shoulder level. 3, 2, 1, and relax for a moment. You're going to hinge forward, try and wrap your first 2 fingers around your big toes. Now, if you need to bend your knees to do that, then do so. If you still can't reach, then just hold on around your shins or calves. We're going to inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, imagine squeezing all the air out as you fold over your legs. So again, it's a dynamic move. We inhale, lift up, exhale, down. Like inhale in a flat back position, pull the arms towards your chest lifted, exhale all the air out, fold over your legs. So you might be here, but really imagine squeezing all the air out. And again, stretches out the longest nerve in your body and helps to prepare you for the exercises to come. Just a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Going to shake out the legs. We're going to come back into a cross-leg position or a seated position. So again, if you need to use your chair, there's no point being on the floor if you're rounded in your spine. So please do use a chair if that helps you maintain your strong, straight spine. Use blocks on your knees, whatever you need to do. So I find it easier being in Ardha Siddhasana than cross-leg position. So we're going to cross. We're going to bring your left hand over, left arm over, and then you're going to clasp your hands. Relax your shoulders. You can inhale, lift the arms up a little bit. Exhale down. Breathe in and out through your nose. And you're going to imagine this movement cleansing the space around you, almost like a pump. Okay, think of those old-fashioned water pumps. So keep going, inhale up, exhale down. And again, think of those old-fashioned water pumps where you had to keep pumping. Then after a while, you'd have loads of water come gushing out. It's a similar kind of idea, except we're going to pump all the negativity, all the toxicity out of our aura, out of our space. And when it starts to get challenging, just see if you can go for a little bit longer. Sit up nice and tall through the crown of the head. I know it gets kind of hard work. Keep going, you can do it. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Just 20 seconds, you've got it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Relax the arms. Notice all and any sensations in the body. And that's when the magic happens, that point where you really want to give up. And you just manage to push a little bit further. That's when change, like chemistry, that's when change happens. You're going to bring your thumb and index finger together again. And you can take the arms out to the side, palms upwards. You're going to inhale, turn to the left, bring your fingertips to your shoulders. You're going to exhale, turn to the right, extend the arms out. So breathing in and out, in and out. This helps to readjust your neck, helps to stimulate your thyroid gland. Thyroid is one of our master glands. Helps to bring us back into a state, back to factory settings kind of thing. Again, you'll probably get to a stage where you're like, oh my God, my arms are heavy, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Sat Nam, I can. Sat Nam, I can. Ten seconds. And release. Again, just noticing how you're feeling right this moment. And still lifting up nice and tall. We're going to take the arms out to the side. Palms are upwards. Squeezing the fingers together. Slight bend in the elbows. Shoulders relaxed. Chin parallel to the floor. Close your eyes. Turn your eye gaze in and up towards your third eye point. Now imagine like a rainbow going from one hand up and over to the other. Imagine you're holding the scales of your peace, your inner peace. And you can think of the things that weigh down on your inner peace. Just keep breathing, long, deep breathing. Think of the things that try and unbalance you. So watching the news, for example, things that drain you, things that don't nourish or uplift you, things that literally knock you off balance. And think of the things that are happening in the world, maybe things that, you have no control over, things that are, affecting you negatively. Then on your other hand, start to think of all the wonderful things in your life, all the people, places, things that you're grateful for. From the simplest things like waking up in a warm bed in the morning feeling safe, having clean clothes in the cupboard, food in the cupboard, running water, the people who love you. And think of all the wonderful things, seeing a beautiful sunset, sunrise, the ability to walk, talk, see, speak, hear. And imagine that side, the blessings, is bigger than the things that drain you. And we have a choice to put down certain things. We have a choice to let go of certain things and pick up more of the things that nourish us. And when you think of all the things that nourish you, start to bring your hands towards your heart space, nice and slowly. Feel your arms. It might feel quite heavy still. And imagine gathering up all the things you have to be grateful for, all your blessings, and bring them into your heart space. And as you start to think of all the reasons you have to feel joyful, grateful, you start thinking of more and more. So I'm grateful for where I keep my horses. It's a beautiful field. I'm grateful for my horses. I'm grateful for my cats. I'm grateful for my chickens. They make me smile. I'm grateful for the fact that I can look after them. I'm grateful for being able to do things that I enjoy. I'm grateful for the food in my fridge. I'm grateful that my digestive system works. You know, once you start thinking like that, you start thinking more and more and more things. Even the simplest things like having clean sheets to put on my bed. I had to have a shower last night, clean shower, put clean clothes on. And you really start to realize that there are more things. Yes, there's crap happening in the world. Yes, there are challenges in our life. But right this moment, you have everything you need. Right this moment, you are rich, you are abundant, you are full, you are blessed. You have this whole universe, this whole world in your heart. Karindiara hiaraya maya hiya wahi. Kayara handaya hiyaram saya yama waya wa. Kayara hiyaram inya yam yam ya handaya sunraya yastuya yashni. And take another deep breath into your heart space. Imagine that energy expanding, filling your whole chest cavity, filling your whole body, every cell of your being, nourished, blessed with the energy of love. Because hate, anger, resentment doesn't get us anywhere, only feeling sad, drained, overwhelmed. We don't want to feel like that anymore. Suffering ends when we release judgment. Suffering ends when we release attachment. Suffering ends when we release fear. Suffering ends when we surrender. Love flows in when we release judgment. Love flows in when we release attachment. Love flows in when we release fear. Love flows in when we surrender. And take a nice deep breath in. And let it out. Just noticing how you feel now. Then we'll finish with 3 arms. So you can either keep your hands here or bring your palms together, hands in front of your heart. Take a nice long deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.